What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Ultra Class Family. This is part 2 of Jade and Rocky being introduced to one another. Today we're getting ready to take off the muzzle. They've been, since the video, they've been doing pretty well as far as their energy with each other. And it's been about maybe 2 weeks since I introduced them to each other. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks since I introduced them to each other, so they're familiar with each other. So today we're gonna let them play together without Jade's muzzle on. And so we finna see what happened. Let's get into the video. Alright, y'all, so we got Jade out. She got her muzzle on right now. And we're about to let Rocky out. Rocky's already out of his cage, but we're finna let him out and run around with her. And we're gonna let them run around for a minute. And then we're gonna go ahead and take Rocky's muzzle off. Jade's muzzle off. But as you can see, they're pretty much comfortable around one another. Pretty much. Jade isn't as nervous around him, and he's not nervous around her anymore. Look like they pretty much want to play, and this is how it's been. I've been doing this with them for about 2.5 weeks now, introducing them slowly and letting them slowly do things together and spending time with one another. But they spend most times with one another because their cages are side by side. So what we're getting ready to do is take off Jade's muzzle, and then we're gonna see how she really acts, because it's one thing to have the muzzle on, and then it's another thing to have the muzzle off. So we're getting ready to see, but pretty much they look very comfortable to me. Jade looks like she really wants this muzzle off, so I'm gonna give her what she wants. And Rocky look like he's ready to play, like always. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the muzzle off, and we finna see what happens. All right, y'all, here we go. Muzzle's off. As you can see, nothing bad. Everybody's energy is good. So we can say, for the most part, this was a success. I know when very first time, when the muzzle was on, Jade was nipping at him and really trying to bite him because she didn't know him. And she was uncomfortable, but now they spent a lot of time together over the last 2 weeks. I really forced them into situations, but made sure that, they were protected and everything, but forced them into situations, and they pretty much worked out. So if y'all haven't seen the first video, pay attention. At the end of this video, I'm going to post a link so y'all can go and watch that video. So it's going to be at the very end. I think it's going to be like a card at the end of the video, to where you can click on that on the previous video. Then y'all see how it was and when we first introduced them to each other and how it was. So here, as you see, they pretty much playing. They eating stuff off the floor that's not supposed to be in their mouth. But yeah, the energy's pretty good. They get along just fine. I'm actually thinking about breeding them two together, just because the energies match so well and they get along nice and friendly. Although Jade is bigger than Rocky, it's still going to be good because Rocky brings a lot of color and some structure. So that'll be nice to breed him together with Jade. So if y'all want us to breed these two together, then y'all go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And also go ahead and drop a comment below on what y'all think about them two and them playing together and how they're getting along and everything. But yeah, we also have breedings coming up. We bred Rocky to Diamond. He hasn't been formally introduced. He hasn't been introduced to Diamond in a way that we introduced him to Jade. But we did go ahead and breed them two together. So Diamond and Rocky has a litter. Has a litter of puppies coming, and that litter of puppies will be dropping in about 30 days. So y'all definitely, if y'all want a puppy from them, then y'all definitely hit me up at 832-952-9659. And then also we bred Queen and we bred Snow to Bentley. Snow litter should be the first litter dropping in about 20 to 30 days. And then Queen's litter will be dropping in about 40 to 50 days.
We interrupt this program to bring you.
So if y'all want a puppy, I already got a few of the puppies sold, so they gonna go out fast. Even though we got 3 litters, I have people messaging me, contacting me every day for puppies. So y'all definitely hit me up at 832-952-9659. That's 832-952-9659. Nowadays, since I get so many calls, it's better to text me because I can't pick up on everybody's call, obviously. And I'm telling you, I get a lot of calls nonstop just because we're bigger on YouTube now. The video is doing well, and then we get a lot of traffic from Instagram also. So go ahead and send me a text or message me on Instagram, and then I can get back to y'all on the information as far as the puppies and everything, how much they selling for, and all that good stuff. But yeah. All right, come on, y'all. I'm gonna give them some treats. Come on, y'all. Just to help them bond a little bit more with each other, doing positive stuff with them so they can, you know, stay bonded together and all that. Jay like to bite my dang finger too. Move, Jay, let him get some. But as y'all can see, their energy is perfect. So it was a success, and like I said, at the end of this video, there's gonna be a link for part 1 of this video when we first introduced him and Jay had on the muzzle and everything. So it worked out pretty good. Basically, all I did was move her cage downstairs right next to him, because when we first got Rocky, every day Jay would go to his door where he was in the little washroom and sniff and try to find out who is that in that room, making all that noise. And so one day the door was open, she went in, she didn't really growl or anything at him, and he didn't growl at her. So I said, maybe she gonna be the first one that we wing him onto. And so that's what we did. And so what I did is bring her cage downstairs, put them right next to each other so they can see each other every day, smell each other so they eventually get used to one another. And then I did that for about maybe a week and a half, and then I finally let them be out with one another. Well, first what I did, I had Rocky on the leash and I had Jade on the outside of the door, and I had the door cracked, just letting them sniff each other. And then I put the muzzle on Jade and let them be out for the first time. And Jade kind of nipped at him because he was annoying and she was frustrated because she was wearing a muzzle. And then after that, I let them play with having that muzzle on, and then now, as y'all can see, the finished product, they getting along just fine. So it's possible to wean dogs onto each other. Y'all gotta understand that dogs are pack animals. If you're not in a pack, then if you're not a part of that pack, then obviously there's gonna be some type of confrontation. So when you're weaning new dogs into your pack, if you got even if you got one dog, depending on how your dog's body language is and how his attitude is, and depending on how the other dog's attitude is, you have to do it with knowledge and wisdom so you can avoid fights and attacks. Because some people, just like us, we don't get along with everybody. So let's not make a fairy tale world for dogs and assume that they're going to get along with every dog. So just give them that respect. But yeah, for the most part, they did pretty good together. They're pretty much best friends now. The energy that they have for one another and the love that they have for one another is like crazy that they did it in like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. They got used to each other and they've been very good with each other, happy. Even when I let them out in the backyard, they be good, so yeah. Hey mama, hey yeah baby, hey yeah baby, hey yeah baby, hey yeah baby. Rocky loves a bite on her leg. Hey little baby. Alright, pause. Alright, y'all. So as y'all see, it worked out pretty good. Y'all reached the end of the video. So if y'all haven't seen part 1 of this video, it should be a little tab showing up right now. So click that link so y'all can go watch that video. But before y'all do that, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. If y'all really banging with us, and we'll catch y'all later on another video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel before I send the Hit Squad to come and get you. We'll catch y'all later.